let's talk about some positive stuff from the Olympics. Cindy Ngamba, who's actually a refugee in the Olympics, but trains alongside Team GB. She's won a medal, guaranteed herself a medal for the refugee team, which I think is fantastic. It's their first in Olympic history. So congratulations to Cindy Ngamba on what she's achieved as well. It hasn't been great for Team GB, let's be honest. Lewis Richardson has secured a medal, but that's it. And Team GB have always been so successful, at least in the last 4 or 5 Olympics. But this one is going back to how it used to be prior to Amir Khan winning, basically. It feels like we've gone back to the Stone Ages a bit. So not a good Olympics for Team GB.
Yeah, I mean, we did get Audley Harrison with the gold in the
Sydney,
as well in Sydney, but obviously that didn't translate into the pro ranks. Look, I wrote a column about this when I was in Los Angeles. I thought Delicious Ori was very, very unfortunate to lose his bout. How he lost 3-2, I do not know. He at least won 2 of those rounds, and I actually gave him all 3. And I went back and watched it for a second and third time and wrote a column on it and analysed every round. Absolutely incompetent judging. Rosie Eccles was very unlucky as well, I thought.
True, very true.
I mean, the only light at the tunnel, as you will have pointed out, or will point out, like middleweight Lewis Richardson getting a medal. But, you know, we've had so much success. The great thing is that we've got a great centre in Sheffield with great facilities and a conveyor belt of talent coming through. It may not matter, Ade, in the long run if Olympics doesn't step down and include amateur boxing in 2028 in Los Angeles. At the moment, it's not on the programme, which would be a great loss for me, a great travesty when you think about all the great champions that have come out of the Olympic Games. But I think Olympic boxing or amateur boxing is a little bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit, I think. It's an understatement. It's a big mess. And just even what you just said in terms of the scoring, it's all over the place. IOC arguing with EBA, arguing with country governing bodies. I think it's a disgrace. But I also feel like what used to be almost a complete pathway to success when you won an Olympic gold medal, just that pathway isn't there anymore either. Like before, if you won an Olympic gold medal, you're coming out and you are a superstar. Everyone wants to sign you.
Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman in a sequence, Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, Oscar De La Hoya. I've just written an essay about him. He told me, by the way, and I can quote Oscar. It's in the book I've done. Oscar's one of my essays. He said his biggest moment was winning Olympic gold. It's also in Barcelona in '92, and it's also his biggest moment because he promised his dying mother, Cecilia, that he would come home with Olympic gold and bring it back to East LA. It means so much to so many people. And you're spot on. It'd be a travesty if we lost that from our fight world.
It's a shame. Fingers crossed. We'll wait and see how that plays out. But as Gareth said there, it's not part of the 2028 Olympic schedule.